Today we're looking at the new 2024 Supra X by PSE. Just a reminder guys, head on over to mikesarchery.com to pick up any of our latest logo gear. We got plenty of hats and shirts as well as any gear you might need for your next adventure. Welcome back to Mike's Archery, and today we are looking at the new 2024 lineup of target bows from PSE, and they have got a redesigned Supra X coming at you for this year. Now it comes in several options. All we got in stock for this release is the 37-inch with an SE2 cam, so we're just going to cover the basics on that and recommend that if you want to see the specs on the other two options, go check those out online. Now as usual, PSE is still making their bows even after the buyout right there in Tucson, Arizona. So made in the USA with all these new bows. Now let's look at the specs on the new Supra X. Again, this is just going to be the specs on a 37 axle to axle with the SE2 cam. Remember, it does come available in two axle to axle lengths, that being a 37 and a 40. And it also comes with 3 cam options in those two axle to axle lengths. We're looking at the SE2 cam. They've also got that EM2 cam as well as just the M2 cam. So if you're needing that shorter draw length, then take a look at that M2 cam. And if you're needing that one that kind of fits the crossover, look at the EM2 cam. Now the speeds coming to you on this Supra X with the SE2 cam is 328 feet per second. Now with that axle to axle length at 37 inches, you've got an overall cam to cam length of 42¼ inches. The brace height on this bow is coming to you at 7 3/8. And the reflex on this bow is just a mere 1.5 inches. So this is going to be a real torque-free, great target shooting bow. Now from here, we've got an advertised weight of 4.6 pounds. As usual, we pulled it out of the box, got a real-world weight of 5 pounds even. And once you pull those limb dampeners out, it drops it down to 4.8. Now the draw length option on the Supra X 37 is going to be from 26.5 out to 32 inches on this SE2 cam. Again, you've got some options for the shorter draw and one that crosses over in the middle if you need that. Now the draw weight options are coming to you at just a 50 and a 60 pound option. Pretty much a standard target configuration there. One of the other options on the cam is being able to adjust that let off from a 65 to 75 and hitting that middle at 70. So if you like those higher holding weights on your target bow, it's real nice and easy to adjust on the SE2 cam all the way down to 65 out to 75. Now some of the features on the Supra X are still the 220 shim system. Now we like that system from PSE. It makes tuning just a breeze. Pop it in the press, loosen things up there, swap those shims and make them even out to 220. You can get that cam any place you need it to get a perfect bullet hole. They've still got the PBT built into those bus cables, so if you need to precision tune that with some cable and yoke tuning, you've still got that option on the cam as well. One of the new changes for this year is the integrated rest. So PSE went ahead and put that dovetail system on the back for your IMS QAD option to dovetail any of those integrated rests on there, but they've also got the 2 holes drilled in the back so you can use the Hamskea core system. This opens up pretty much any integrated rest option on the market that you might want to shoot off this target platform. They've still got their multiple sight mounting holes, which is pretty standard from PSE, allowing you to move that sight housing up and down on your riser to get a perfect sight picture for your setup. One of the other new options for the new Supra X is the new grip system. So in the past, there has just been a single grip, just that standard bare metal grip from PSE. They now have on their target bows 3 options of grips on that riser. Now you can pull them completely off and still shoot bare metal, but then you have 3 other options that are coming with the Supra X to be able to move that wrist height up and give you a great feel for your type of shooting. One of the other changes we noticed that they did from the Supra RTX last year is they added a new cable rod system. They went to that bolted cable system on the side, so you get a locked-in system that's not going to rotate or move in the cable guard. Now from here, PSE offers a great color palette on their target bows. You can get this bow in a standard black or white, and then you go to their great colors of black cherry, charcoal, navy blue, and purple. All of those are coming with white limb options mixed and matched, so you can make a customized bow here that looks fantastic for your target setup. Now the retail on this bow is going to come in at $13.99, so most certainly not the highest end retail that we've seen on some target bows. So this just allows everybody to get into a target setup for well under 1,500 bucks out the door. From here, we're going to step back. We are going to take some shots out of this bow and give you a breakdown on speeds. We are shooting our target bows on 60 pounds with 75% let off at a 29-inch draw length. And we're going to give you a couple arrow option weights and the noise rating on these bows. So we step back here to the lane and we've got the new PSE Supra X, and we are going to take some shots out of this bow and give you a breakdown of just the overall feel and speeds that we got out of this bow. Now, as usual, we're going to be shooting the Supra X at 29-inch draw length at 60 pounds with 75% let off, and we are shooting it with the SE2 cam. That is one of the models that we got in for these previews. And frankly, it's probably going to be the most popular cam option out of this bow. So if you're needing that short draw option, just be aware that you do have those options with a couple other cams from the Supra X. But let's throw this bow through the chronograph and just see what kind of numbers we get. All right, so with a 350 grain arrow, we got 277 out of this bow. And then with a 400 grain arrow, we got 262. So posting some pretty nice speeds, pretty much what we would have expected out of this bow. And frankly, that is a great speed for target. So you're not going to get some blistering speeds out of these bows, but they're going to be smooth and accurate. And as you come through the draw cycle on this SE2 cam, it is fairly obvious that that thing is very smooth, rolls into that back wall nicely. Now with that adjustable module on there, you are able to adjust your let off with 75, 70, or 65%. So if you want to change that holding weight and what that back wall feels like, you've got that right there on the cam. You don't need to do any major changes. It's very simple to adjust your draw length and that let off to get the perfect feel for you. Now, once you get through that draw cycle, the after shot on this bow isn't very bad. It's definitely not a hunting bow with a dead in your hand feel. It's going to have some vibration to it, but we expect that out of pretty much every target model bow that we shoot. And this PSE Supra X is no different. It's got a little bit of vibration, but overall a pretty good feel for a target setup. Now with the new redesigned grip they put on here, you've got 3 options to change that high wrist to a medium and a low, or even if you want to take it off there and shoot bare metal, it's just going to allow you some change up to get a perfect feel on your grip so that you can eliminate as much torque in your shot. Overall, the Supra X is a great looking bow for 2024, and if you're looking to get into the target market, it is not nearly as expensive as some of the other options on the market. With you being able to step into this bow right around $13.99, it gives you an excellent option to give you a sweet shooting target bow from PSE. So if you're looking for a new target bow and PSE is in your radar, give us a call here at Mike's Archery so we can get the new Supra X to you.